So I went ahead and kind of ran around here and picked up a few items here to there. Really nothing worth mentioning about, in all honesty, if we're doing this type of playthrough. Basically, if you go down into that basement area and look around long enough, you'll find something called the Annex Key. And it took me quite a few tries to get it in the first place, so it's gonna be tough, but just need to kind of bait out the wheelie guys. Sometimes they'll come around the corner and kill you. The tough part about those guys is that they'll roll into you, and if you have no poise, they're just gonna annihilate you. They're gonna one-shot you, basically. But anyways, we're back here because now we are going to go and take on the main boss of this area. Now, even this boss is optional. You don't have to fight her until you actually attack her first. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fight her, because why not? That guy, sometimes you fall off like a little ledge doing that, but I got lucky. The nice part about this is that you can go in and heal up and... It's not scary looking. Really look at her. She's not even really looking at you, this is kind of weird. But yeah, anyways, here we go. First try.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
So, what you want to do is, you want to come out to the snowy area. Gotta keep an eye for her footsteps. There they are, right there. Shoot. Oh boy. There she is. Shit. Okay, run. Sometimes she's easier than others. I managed to dodge an attack on accident. This is where having that this attack is nice, because you can just kind of take a general guess at where she is. But yeah, pretty easy boss when you have enough, when you have the right kind of attacks. This is interesting. It's like basically in order to leave this world, you kill yourself, but you think that all the times that we died so far, it wouldn't have just thrown us out of this world to begin with. Gonna go base jumping, brah. 420. So fuck. Go. Keon. Keon. Okay, never mind. Oh boy. Off camera, I went ahead and popped all those souls that I collected, and it turned out to be somewhere around, I don't know, about 36,000, which was enough for me to level up once. Ooh. I guess another notable thing about picking up that Annex Key is that it made it so you could pick up something called Velka's Rapier. I've never managed to use it in the game. I'm kind of curious about it. Let's take a look at it real quick. So it does like 180 damage off the bat. It's kind of cool. It's definitely late enough in the game though that I couldn't see like getting there without this weapon to begin with. Oh, so what's next? I think that we've done pretty much all the optional bosses up until now, so we can make our way make our way down to Quelaag's domain. There is the Undercity, which I might as well spend these souls while I have them. This might be good for a couple more level ups. Yeah. Pump up the strength. The strength is going to be important pretty soon here. We'll be putting out enough damage. Alright, so unfortunately this episode is going to be something that we've all seen before. I've seen several times in this playthrough alone, is making my way down to Quelaag's domain. You save time getting out of there by not sitting at any bonfires, but you waste a little time having to make the trip down there again. Yeah, that's something to note, is that your backwards roll changes too. It's like this dark wood grain ring. New Londo is where Four Kings are, but Four Kings are still going to be a little tough for now. I think I will go ahead and take care of, what's his name again? The old fiery plant guy. I can't remember his name right now. But on the way there, there's a couple of bosses that'll give us, I think in total, somewhere around like 100k in souls, and then what is the name of that thing? There's also a bit of an optional area up that way. I never really quite figured out how to get to, but it's just that optional. And I think at this point it'll just be a bunch of weak enemies that aren't really worth the time. There's a few soul drops over that way that you can pick up, but at this point in time I think they're only worth 2k a piece, and it's not really worth going out of my way to go get them. Been useful earlier, but I really don't feel like I've hit a wall when it comes to I don't know, damage output or receiving damage even with no armor at this point in time. Just gotta be quick on your feet, you know. Like the key is to not get hit to begin with, you know. It doesn't hurt to have a few extra points in vitality for when you do get hit, you know, and it doesn't automatically game over. So the Ceaseless Discharge, you know, boss that we beat before, I'm not sure if the cutscene, I allowed the cutscene to play or not, but by defeating him, he opens up the pathway down that lets you go down that way. So you got to beat him first before you can go any further in this area. And now, now that I placed the Lord Vessel where it's supposed to go, we will be allowed to actually go and take on the Fire Sage Demon, I believe his name is. It won't be a giant firewall in our way. And yeah, so this will be the beginning of times where I'm going to have to decide whether to just kind of take gaps. There's going to be gaps in between me getting the places, or I'm going to have to, I don't know. It's going to get tricky from here on out. I can guarantee you getting to Nito is going to be tricky. I'll try to leave in as much as possible, but there's going to be times where I'm not going to remember where I'm supposed to go. Holy hell. I didn't even realize there's a bonfire here, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. Might as well. Just in case. Yeah. It's no longer a big old firewall saying, no go, champ. This guy's still here though. He's a bit spooky. Never mind. Easy peasy. Alright, well, we'll see if we can get this first try. Here we go. Demon Fire Sage, close. Ooh. It's not playing nice to begin with. Oh, my Woodgate Grain Ring isn't on. Ooh. Oh yeah. So this is what I mean by the arena is smaller for this boss fight. There's a bunch of crap in the way. Oh no. Well, good thing I took that bonfire. I'll just keep going until I get this guy done. He's a little trickier because he doesn't tend to cheese the AoE attack that leaves him totally open. He'll actually come after you with that downward axe swing, which is pretty brutal. That guy's being nice today. I just got a little unlucky and I forgot to freaking put... Oh boy. Forgot to put that ring on again. I gotta put that dang ring on. That's gonna make a big difference. Now I'm really glad I took this bonfire. And really, I highly recommend whenever you have the chance to spend your souls, because there'll be a lot of times where you're gonna have something like this going on, where you get into a boss fight, you die, and then you get all pissed off and alright, I'm about to freaking crush this dude, and you forget to pick up your souls and you're down 50k souls, and that still makes a pretty big difference even this late in the game. Let's see. Having that roll makes a huge difference. So now we can, yeah, he knows what's up now. And we can really get away from this attack pretty quickly with it. Kinda sucks. I wish that I had this ring on to begin with. This would have been a first try boss for sure. Yeah, he's done. Okay, or not. Yeah. And a bit of endurance is helpful, being able to still roll after emptying out a couple attacks. I would have had that dude first try if I had that ring on. It's dumb. Alright. So I believe that that goes nowhere. Where you actually have to go is down this way. So 20,000 souls for that guy. I thought it was more than that. I mean, oof, dang. That was a far fall. Oh, maybe I got it backwards. Yeah, I think I got it backwards. If this is the wrong way, I gotta go the other way. Okay. Yeah, this is just gonna happen. I tend to get a little lost in these areas because these areas are where I've played the least. Because most of the time, I'm pretty well practiced in the first like half of the game. Because for a while I was trying to optimize it and get really fast at it. I was trying to do kind of like a glitchless any percent run of this game, and after a while I just gave up because I don't really have these guys who speedrun. It seems like they just have very like, oh boy, they have a lot of memory. Like that's the thing that sets them apart from the average person. Oh man, alright, this is getting embarrassing. Okay, alright, I'll cut it here. You know where I'm going. See you next time.